Good evening and welcome to News9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, there seems to be no respite from perverts and rapists in a city which was once considered to be extremely safe. Now, yet another woman was raped in the city, and this time it was by a gang of 5. But the Bengaluru police have moved in swiftly.
August 9th, around 5:30 p.m. A 19-year-old girl was traveling with a man when she was abducted by a gang of 5 men. The accused took her to an isolated location in Govindpura. She was taken into an abandoned building. This is where the heinous crime was allegedly committed. The 19-year-old woman was gang raped. The next day morning on August 10th, the accused dropped her back in JC Nagar. On reaching home, she narrated the incident to her parents. They immediately rushed to the jurisdictional police station and registered a complaint. On registering a complaint, the girl was taken to Bowring Hospital for a medical examination. On examining, the doctors confirmed rape. Bengaluru police, who seem to have turned a new leaf when it comes to handling Eve tasers and rape victims, swiftly moved into action. 24-year-old Deepu has been identified as the first accused. Along with him, 4 other men have been arrested. They have been booked under IPC sections 376 by the JC Nagar police.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಬುದ್ಧಿ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವನು ಒಂದು ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ಹಾಗೆ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಫುಸ್ಲಾಯಿಸಿ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಅವರು ಬೇರೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅತ್ಯಾಚಾರ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಸಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆರ್ತಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಆ ಇದು ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರು ಕೆಲವು ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ವಿಚಾರಣೆ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಿದೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ಬೇಗ ನಾವು ದಸ್ಗೀರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
With the medical examination confirming rape and the fact that one of the accused was known to the victim, the cops seem to have gathered all the necessary evidence. Vishnu Prasad, News9, Bengaluru.
Well, the murder of a software engineer way back in 2003 had sent shockwaves across the nation. A decade later, the matter has taken a rather unexpected turn.
It was a case that shook the entire city of Bengaluru. A woman had got her own fiancé murdered in cold blood. She was even held culpable and was serving her sentence. Now, in what comes as a major relief to Shubha, the Supreme Court has granted bail to her in the case. When the argument came up for hearing, a 2-judge bench issued the bail in a matter of a few minutes. To be precise, the argument didn't even last 120 seconds. Shubha and 4 of her accomplices were found guilty and awarded life imprisonment by the 17th Fast Track Court in 2010. When appealed in High Court, the decision of the Fast Track Court was upheld. Seeing no other option, the matter reached Supreme Court. The 2-judge bench granted Shubha bail, but at the same time has not given her a clean chit.
The Supreme Court has not yet considered the appeal, but in the meanwhile, see, whenever there is a case in appeal to an appellate court, naturally we make an application for grant of bail till the appeal is decided, because once you appeal the matter before the higher court or an appellate court, it would be like we are challenging the judgment of the trial court or the lower court that would have awarded the sentence. In this case also, there was a first round of appeal before the Honorable High Court of Karnataka, and the Honorable High Court of Karnataka had upheld the conviction that was given by the trial court, and thereafter in the usual course of appeal, the appeal was is still there before the Honorable Supreme Court, and in the meanwhile an application for bail appears to have been made, and it's quite obvious that if the Honorable Supreme Court was of the view that since till the appeal is disposed of, she has to be granted bail, and she has to be set at liberty till the case is finally heard and disposed of, and she's entitled for a bail in the meanwhile anyway.
Shubha's case hasn't reached the Supreme Court for hearing, but the Apex Court in the meantime has given her bail since she's already served more than 10 years in jail. When the case comes up in the Apex Court for hearing, she could be convicted, but it is definitely relief for Shubha at the moment. It may be recalled at this juncture that Shubha was arrested and charged with the murder of her fiancé Girish. Girish was murdered on December 3rd, 2003. Chandramohan for News 9, New Delhi.
Now, post the KPSC scam, it appears the verbal volleys from the former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy are looking like an AK-47 in action on the battlefield. He continued his tirade today also. Here's a report. For a beginning, the former Chief Minister believes that the KPSC is a shameless organisation. Moments later, HDK took direct pot shots at Kempaiah, a close associate of the Chief Minister. The former Chief Minister said that a distant relative of Kempaiah had failed in the 2011 KPSC exams, which influenced Siddaramaya's decision to cancel the entire selection process, causing enormous trouble to all the 362 probationers.
ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಗೃಹ ಸಚಿವರ ಸಲಹೆಗಾರರಾಗಿ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರಲ್ಲ ಕೆಂಪಯ್ಯನವರು, ಅವರ ಹಳಿಯನ ತಂಗಿಯ ಗಂಡ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್, ಈಗ ಬಂದೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿಗೆ, ಹಳಿಯನ ತಂಗಿಯ ಗಂಡ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್ ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಕೂತಿದ್ರು. ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಕುರುಬರ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ST ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಹಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟರು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಡಿವೈಎಸ್ಪಿನ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ.
He alleged that the Chief Minister had personally misused his position in the KPSC scam.
ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಅವರ ಅಧಿಕಾರ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಅಡ್ವೊಕೇಟ್ ಜನರಲ್ ಯಾವೊಂದು ಸಲಹೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು, ಅವರ ವೈಖರಿಯನ್ನು ಅವರ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಅವರು ಇವತ್ತು ಅಧಿಕಾರ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The former Chief Minister was not done yet. He also pointed fingers at former CM B.S. Yediyurappa, saying that the 2011 scam happened at a time when the BJP leader was the CEO of Karnataka.
ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಕುಲಿಗೆಡಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತಾವ್ರಲ್ಲ ಮಗಂದು. ನಾನು ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವೊಂದು ಅವರ ಹಲವಾರು ಭ್ರಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರಕರಣಗಳು ಹೊರಗೆ ತೆಗೆದೆ. ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾಜಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರು.
But there was more happening in the KPSC scam. In another development, Chief Justice of the Karnataka High Court, D.H. Vagela, has now recused himself from the division bench hearing the PIL on the KPSC recruitment. The recruitments happened in 1998, 1999 and 2004. Court observers say that the Honourable Judge presented a bunch of letters received by the High Court. These letters had been written by, believe it or not, those persons who had ironically enough been selected by the KPSC and feared an adverse reaction by the division bench. Now the Chief Justice is expected to announce a new division bench over the next 3 or 4 days. Close to about 220 persons have been recruited by KPSC through the 1998, 1999 and 2004 exams. Pramod Shastri and Ramesh for News 9, Bengaluru. Now, taking on former Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy, Chief Minister Siddaramaya launched a scathing attack on him.
ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಅಂತ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳೋರು ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ರಾಜಕಾರಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಬೇಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಇದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಗಳಿಗೆ. ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ನಾನೇ ದೇವೇಗೌಡ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾರಿ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಾರೆ. ಕುಮಾರಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ವಾ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹಾಗಂತೇಳಿ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತಲ, ದುಡ್ಡು ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಒಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಬಂದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಮೆರಿಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಂದ್ರೆ ಭ್ರಷ್ಟಾಚಾರ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಲ.